Yeah, eat, sleep, fantasy, you rockin' with the best. NFL Fantasy Football Podcast. We talking mock drafts, running backs, better follow the conversation.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Eat, Sleep, Fantasy Football Podcast, the greatest and latest, best football podcast ever. My name is Dale. Joining me, as always, is Clayton. We're going to have a awesome time today because we're giving you some news, some notes, and some all-around fun, fantasy football stuff today. Not all fun because there's been some injuries, right, Clayton? And we can't have fun when we're talking injuries.
And injuries are bad, Dale. Injuries are bad, Dale.
Listen, I'm going to get something off my chest right away. I'm just going to say it. Okay? You may not like it.
I said tread lightly.
Okay. Listen.
You've never heard that before?
Yes, I have. No, because you were like breaking up. So all I heard was like, It was like the internet. It's so fucked up. All right. So today, I'm going to get right to the news. Before I get started, I do want to say on the way here, I was listening to the Watch the Throne album. I think low-key, maybe one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time. Look, I'm not a hip-hop historian. I'm not going to compete, with things that were done like the 80s, okay? I'm talking about like 94 and on, 93 and on. Might be one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time. Watch the Throne with Kanye West and Jay-Z. I'll just say that. That's how I'm starting. Just want to get it off my chest because that was a note that I want to talk about. Okay, starting off. Big news. Big news. Travis Etienne is injured. Liz Frank injury put on the IR earlier today. We were all hopeful after the game on Monday. Was it Monday or Tuesday? Yeah, it was Monday.
There you go. Monday.
Damn it, Clayton. Literally 30 seconds in the podcast, you hit. That's 4 days in a row.
I did not hit it. Look, my kid just dropped something upstairs on the floor. I did not hit my mic. I'm so far away. I'm staying away. I'm not going to let it happen today.
Okay, back to 3 days in a row. Let's see what happens. I need one of those signs right here for YouTube. If you're not subscribing to us on YouTube, I'm gonna need a sign like one episode since Clayton didn't hit his microphone. I'm gonna do that and start doing that. Dang, do I have any? No, I don't have any tape. I would do it right now. All right. So if you guys aren't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you are. Apple Podcasts, everywhere you listen to podcasts. Make sure you follow us, Eat Sleep FF on Twitter, most social platforms, and the Eat Nation private group. Okay, let me just say this really quick, Clayton. Travis Etienne sideline. They're saying the rest of the year, right? Put on IR. He's done. He's done for the year. Liz Frank injury, right?
Yep, that's what I read too. I knew they were talking earlier today. They weren't quite sure. It got X-rayed. Next thing you know, he's been put on IR, ending his season. Now, what does that mean for the rest of the backfield, Dale?
Okay, let me just say this, and it's hard not to say this without a smile. It's okay. Look, for those people that are freaking out, and you can be my moral compass here, Clayton, okay? It is okay to be okay with an injury in fantasy football, okay? Look, you can go on Twitter, and you could say, sucks for him, I'm so sorry, have the prayer hands, like this on Twitter, the emoji. You can do all that stuff, okay? I get it, whatever, however you want to portray yourself. Oh, we don't make light of injuries. Injuries are not fun. Deepest condolences to him and his family. Whatever. He didn't die, okay? He's injured, and he's going to come back. Whatever. Maybe this will affect his whole career. I don't know. But my point is that it's okay to crack a smile if you own a shit ton of James Robinson. It's okay, is what I'm telling people. I understand it's an injury. You don't clap for his injury, but you can clap for other people's opportunity. I promise you right now, James Robinson is in his house or he was on the practice field, whatever it is, and they told him, hey, you have nothing to worry about. This is your job now. Carlos Hyde is there. I get it. We'll talk about that in a second. But for the most part, you think there's like a little you can see me on YouTube, like a little like a Tiger Woods fist pump. Like, yes, okay, I'm good.
I think deep down, I think a lot of people, James Robinson. No, but Dale.
Everybody does. Not deep down. Everybody does, Clayton.
But here, he won DSF in a matter of 5 seconds.
What? Say that again.
I said you want to end DSF in 5 seconds. The way you're portraying it.
I put a tweet out that said it's okay to have fun with fantasy football and to want to win. And if Travis Etienne's injury helps you win, it's okay because you're making money off of it. You're not going to give that money back to your opponent that drafted Travis Etienne, are you? You're not going to give him his money back. No, you're going to rejoice. You're going to make money off of that league mate that spent early draft capital. Maybe you even ruined his draft. I mean, I'm not saying one person can ruin your entire draft, but if you spend a 4th or 5th rounder on him instead of, somebody else, I don't know, Mike Davis, say, yeah, you guys are loving that. I'm throwing Mike Davis in there. Good for you. Like you could say, hey, sucks for that player, sucks for that human being, right? Just say, human being, sucks for him to have an injury. I get it. Okay. You can also be happy and fist pump a little bit because we've all done it. Don't bullshit me. You've watched a game and you've seen a quarterback go out in the first quarter and you're like, oh, thank God. Even he's banged up. Yes.
I'm not sure.
Your first thought is not, man, his family is, this is really bad for their family. No, you're looking at your fantasy team immediately and saying, shit, yes, I'm going against Phillip Rivers this week and he's out. Oh man, I'm going to win. I'm going to win all that money. And that's the first thing you do. Okay.
Fair enough.
You can feel bad for Phillip Rivers.
I'll give that to you. Fair enough. I get that. I mean, yeah, you're right. I have done it. I mean, when you're in a matchup, I think here's the problem. The people on Twitter, I think this is it. The people on Twitter that are going off about all that stuff. Number one, with the prayer hands and all this stuff like that, they don't own a single share of Etienne or James Robinson.
Maybe.
Right? All they're saying is, yeah, you get better, all this stuff. Now, the people that really go off when you're basically, not wishing somebody to get injured, but, the way that you put that, we're going to put that tweet, they're going to take that as like, you're an asshole because now a lot of people, the way you word something on Twitter is the biggest thing, right?
And you take it out of context, right?
Yeah.
And
sometimes people portrayed as you were happy that he got hurt. You know what I mean? Like,
sure, I understand.
Or you're wishing because you got James Robinson.
Guess what, Clayton?
What?
You can cancel me right now. I'm kind of happy that James Robinson is now full-fledged RB1 in this offense. Like,
so whatever. You can say that, but you can't say I'm happy Etienne got hurt, now James Robinson is RB1.
Etienne's injury may or may not, and this is what I tweeted, Etienne's injury may or may not pay from a Disney vacation in February.
Yeah, you said that to me.
He is. I'm sorry, Clayton. I'm digging my heels in. It may be a shitty thing. Maybe I'm a shitty person. I get it. But like it or not, however the optics are, like it or not, it is going to pay for something. I'm going to win a fantasy football. I've done a couple of drafts. I'm going to win something based off his injury. Like,
it's definitely.
I'm not saying.
I have James Robinson in a few leagues, and the one league specific I have him in. Mm-hmm. Yes, You're like, you smiled a little bit. I'm very happy because that just made. I have now like 4 elite running backs on this team now.
Sure, right.
That are that are going to get all the volume.
And you're cracking a smile right now.
He could pay for my trip to Vegas. You never know.
And guess what? The people that are tweeting and saying, "Oh, don't do victory laps." Look, I'm not saying, "Haha, I told you so." That's not what I'm saying. You can't predict injuries like this, right? That's 100% not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that his injury benefits James Robinson, and I'm happy because I own a lot of James Robinson. I'm not saying I'm happy because of the injury. And also, the people that are tweeting and saying, "Oh, get well soon, Etienne," prayers and thoughts go up to you. They're just as bad because they're trying to monetize their Twitter handle, right? Everybody is.
I was just about to say, they're hoping for a like from Etienne. They're hoping for a like from Etienne.
They're hoping to benefit from his injury.
Yes.
They're benefiting from his injury. So
hey,
fuck you.
No, I'm on your side now, Dale. Fucking put that tweet out. Let's go.
All right. Okay. So
let's talk about other players outside of James Robinson that are going to benefit. Not benefit, but see an uptick in volume. Yeah, can't say benefit.
Jesus,
but see see an uptick in usage going forward. Like you mentioned earlier, Carlos Hyde, he easily bumps up to that backup role. He's going to see more snaps than he was going to. We already talked about it earlier in the season when we were discussing this backfield and how he has not a rapport, but he has a relationship with Urban, and also I can't remember what the GM is now. Guy from San Francisco that drafted him. So he's going to easily get a uptick in usage. And also we can't forget about Laviska Shenault now as well. Like we saw him out of the backfield last year. I think he's going to see a little bit more as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So he wasn't a crazy, I'm talking about Laviska Shenault. So the first thing I noticed, or the first thing I really thought, I was a little happy for James Robinson, right? But immediately second thing, like 1B, I would say, is Laviska Shenault. I think he's going to benefit the most. I know people are going to go, Carlos Hyde. He's between the tackles guy. He might vulture a few touchdowns. I get it. That's possible. Laviska Shenault, I think, is going to be definitely more utilized in the rushing game. Last year, he had sprinkled in 1 or 2 attempts per game, maybe averaged like 1.5 or 1 attempt per game. Sometimes he had 2, sometimes a couple times he had 0. But I think I talked about this a little bit further back a few episodes ago, but I think I think Urban Meyer is looking at him and going to utilize him like he did Percy Harvin in Florida. Well,
exactly. And how do you not, when you got a guy that you can line up all over the field, out of the backfield, out wide, in the slot, everywhere. It's going to be similar to, like you said, Percy Harvin. It's going to be another similar situation. Like he'll be another, I guess, what Curtis Samuel was last year for Carolina, right? Just he's going to be utilized heavily. And I think out of all the players that are going to move out the board, I think Laviska is going to be one of the guys that moves up the most.
So yeah, Laviska Shenault right now is like in the mid 40s among wide receivers in most consensus rankings. I bet you he's a top 30. I'm going to draft him as a top 30 wide receiver. Not only, he's going to get some touches out of the backfield. That O-line does not look improved at all. And what do you think? Trevor Lawrence dump down or quick slants, stuff like that to Laviska Shenault. They can get Shenault in open space, which Urban Meyer likes. That's his style, or it has been for the years he's in college. Who knows what he shakes up now? I kind of think the preseason, I think Urban Meyer is like just fucking around in the preseason. I don't think he wants to totally show his cards early on. Go ahead.
Where are you putting James Robinson now? You bumping him well into top 20? Well, not well in top 2, but you're jumping him. He's back in the top 20 now.
Very comfortable RB2. Very comfortable.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, for sure. I think he was top 24 for me, regardless. I got to see who do you have a list of players there in the top 24?
I don't. I can pick it up real quick, though, if you want.
If you want to just tell me a couple of players. So,
sure.
So going back to Laviska Shenault, PPR format for sure. I was always a believer that James Robinson was going to be the guy anyways, and Etienne would play more of the Shenault role. But now Etienne's gone, so I think Shenault is going to be the Shenault role. And
I still.
I don't see a big bump between. I don't see a big bump from Robinson before to Shenault before. I think the biggest bump is Shenault.
I do think all along, I think you were going to see James Robinson with 15, let's say 15 to 20 touches a game. But now I think you can add probably another, 4 to 5 catches in there as well. So like you said, it's not really a huge upgrade for him, but I just think that Laviska is going to be the one. So top 20 guys in the top 20, that's let's try to figure out. So top 20 right now, I can see I'm bumping him past, as far as my rankings go right now. I have Jacobs, Montgomery, Carson. Those are my bottom 3 guys in the top 20. I think he's jumping all those guys.
Okay.
Correct?
It'd be hard for me to get him ahead of Carson.
Yeah.
But yeah. I could see. He has nobody ahead of him. And Carlos Hyde, look, they tried to get Carlos Hyde in open space a little bit in the preseason. I know there were a couple of plays, where they tried to get him out, tossed to him and stuff. And that's not who Carlos Hyde is. So I don't think they're just going to fit him into the Etienne role, obviously. So
no,
it's Robinson all the way, man. Solid.
Yeah,
top.
Like I said, look at 20 to 25 touches, not rushes, but touches a game for Robinson. We're going to see. I hope he balls out again.
Yeah, Laviska Shenault, he ended the season, and I know that totally it's hard to compare because different coach, everything, right?
Yeah.
But towards the end of the season, the last 4 games in targets, 11-6, 9-7, 11-6, 7-9. targets. So he can garner that attention. I think we're looking good for both these guys.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. All right. I'm hyped up. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. You're apparently paying for a trip here right away.
All right. What are the news?
Let's talk about some other news. I mean, not super crazy, but it was just announced Lynn Bowden is on IR with a hamstring injury, which is ending his season. So that was kind of, he was kind of going to be. I thought he was going to be a sneaky option this year, just because with Will Fuller still are banged up. I know he's back out running routes right now, but being banged up, we saw him kind of flash a little bit last year. Now obviously that's done as it ended.
Who are you talking about?
Lynn Bowden for the Dolphins.
Okay.
Yeah, who are you talking about? Just going off of recent news that I'm seeing.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Just going back really quick to the Jags, I do want to mention DJ Chark still hasn't played in the preseason. He probably might not. They say he could be ready for week 1. So that gives me Trevor Lawrence isn't going to have a ton of time to prep with DJ Chark, as good as he is. I've always liked DJ Chark, but it's possible that there's really no chemistry, and coming right off the bat, again, building my case for the discussion. I'll move on. Sorry.
Another biggest thing I want to talk about is, from what I've read, I think Jameis Winston will be the starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints after his performance last night. He's been pretty good throughout the offseason, and it's really showed that he's still going to be involved, but as far as throws, he can't make a lot of those throws that Winston can make. I think he fell flat on his face yesterday. So I don't think this is a competition anymore. I think Winston's going to win the job, and I think you can bump up, Kamara in that offense, Marquise Callaway.
Callaway. I know everybody's talking about him, but this is the only podcast you listen to. Put Marquise Callaway on your do draft. Make sure you draft.
Absolutely.
His ADP is going to rise. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to do my rankings maybe later tonight. Definitely by this weekend for you guys.
Yeah, I'm going to do all my dynasty and my draft ones this week or today. So it'll be up on the site. Also, back to the Saints. Talk about Adam Troutman. He was kind of being touted a little bit as far as being drafted last year. He was supposed to be the guy this year. He's avoided serious injury with a leg injury, but there was talk about, I think his name is Juwan. Oh, geez.
Juwan Howard?
I had this. Juwan Howard.
No, that's not Juwan. Juwan Howard used to play basketball.
Oh, yeah. He's what's his name? Juwan. Oh, I had it too. I had it written down. I can't find my notes now. But anyways, just keep an eye on who's going to be that starting tight end for the Saints.
And Juwan Howard is not coming out.
He's not. Yeah, sorry. That's my bad.
He'd probably be a pretty good tight end. He's big. He's like what? Juwan Howard is probably like 6'4", 6'5".
Oh, I'm pissed off. I wanted to remember who that was.
Juwan.
Keep talking. I'm going to find it.
I'm just seeing how big Juwan Howard is, because he would be a really good tight end. He's 6'9". Holy cow!
Well, he'd be dying. Come on, bring him up. Bring him up.
He was a great Miami Heat player for us. He was a good player for us. Role player, especially late in his career. An amazing college player. Okay. All right.
Can't find it. Anyways, you got any other news?
You have the whole list of news.
What about what's your take on Javian Hawkins? The Falcons getting released today.
Yeah, a little sad. I really liked Hawkins as a dart throw, but that's what happens to dart throws, right? You win some, you lose some. Quadri Allison, right? Is that his name?
Yeah, Quadri Allison is going to be the guy. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to follow Quadri Allison right now.
And they also have who else is back there? Cordarrelle Patterson, I heard, is might get some looks out of that backfield as well.
Yeah, nice. I think we'll. Okay. I got a good game to play. This is what I wrote down actually. Let me go back. I do have a really good game to play. I want to play. What the heck? What's going on over there?
Not sure what that was, but I didn't hit my mic, so that's all that matters.
Okay, so
for those that don't know, I've upgraded. I mean, I got a little backdrop here, but I had to kind of move like little studios here, Dale. I'm out of the closet now.
I like it.
That sounds really bad too. No, I'm straight. I'm married. Got kids. All that.
It's
stuff,
okay
guys.
either way, man. It's okay.
It is. But so I moved downstairs. I'm trying to figure it out. But
came out of the closet.
There's a lot of racket upstairs, and it's my kids. I got a 3-year-old that's just an animal. I got dogs. I got a wife I'm not sure what she's doing up there. But anyways, I apologize for that. But hey, I'm here.
It's all right. All right. So I'm going to play a game here.
Okay.
And we'll go back to some news because I do have Will Fuller did resume practice.
Yeah, he's running.
Stephon Diggs is practicing in full pads. Julio Jones is, whatever, he's a vet, but he's participating in walkthroughs at least. So there's nothing there. And Robbie Anderson signed an extension. So those are just quick hitters right there for you.
Don't forget about New England claimed Cahill Waring from the Texans, tight end. So they're stacking that tight end room.
There you go. I'm going to start a list. I'm going to go from the top and work all my way to the bottom.
Okay.
You give me the percentage of chance that the job can be taken from them. Okay.
Okay.
And we're talking about RB1s right now. And I'm going to go through some wide receivers.
Are you saying due to bad play or injury?
Injury, bad play, whatever.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So, for instance, Christian McCaffrey is 0, right?
Right.
Dalvin Cook is 0. Derrick Henry is 0, correct?
Yep. Correct.
Alvin Kamara?
0.
0.
Don't
Zeke?
think, yeah. 0.
Nick Chubb?
I think with bad play, I think you can see that move more to I think you'll see a lot more Kareem Hunt. I'm not necessarily think that he's going to lose the job, but I think there's
what percentage? What percentage do you
40%.
40% chance that he loses his
loses start his
job.
Loses his job. Oh, 0%. He's not going to lose it.
Okay. Aaron Jones?
0.
To Dylan. You don't.
Yeah, no.
Dylan. Okay.
No.
All right. Jonathan Taylor?
0.
Okay. Saquon Barkley?
I'm going to say 20%.
Really?
Due to injury.
Okay, I get it.
Coming off injury.
People were really questioning my Saquon Barkley ranking. I have him ranked pretty high.
So do I.
I look, all the reports saying that he's gonna be good. Even if Saquon Barkley misses 1 or 2 games, like I mentioned this in the Facebook private group. Even if he mentions 1 or 2, loses 1 or 2 games, Saquon Barkley's still a top 6 running back.
I'm still taking him if I have the 3rd pick, 4th pick, or something like that, and I'm looking and he's sitting there. I'm taking him.
How do you have if you have the 8th pick and Saquon Barkley is still there? How do you not take him?
Exactly. That's what I was going
to How do you take Antonio Gibson over him? There's no way.
No. I'll take the chances. We saw how talented Barkley is, and I'm not going to get scared off over. I mean, I know it's a serious injury, but I mean, also follow this guy on Instagram and his working out habits and rehab was
how much I hate
dynamite.
That? You know how much I hate that?
I'm glad you hate it.
People,
I follow you on Instagram.
I know, but I don't. It doesn't matter how strong these football players look, as no indication of how good they are on the football field. These are every single football player is a world-class athlete. You have to understand, the worst player on the Giants is still an amazing athlete. Top 0.05% of the world's athletes are in the NFL. So, because he has a 6-pack or an 8-pack or whatever on his stomach and he's ripped, it does nothing. So when people post, wow, he's ready for the season, look at his leg muscles. It's yeah, no shit.
Well, if I'm looking for motivation, Dale, and I go Barkley's Instagram or your Instagram, I ain't getting any motivation from yours.
Yeah, good point.
Right.
But okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna start doing videos doing the ladder drills, and be like, that's it. He's gonna be in the NFL. He's gonna tear the season up.
Watch out for Dale DeMott coming your way.
You know what I could do, man? If I was built different, I would put on pads, put on a jersey, and do these drills, but don't see my face. And I bet you, if you just say, hey, this is going to be the next big thing, people are like, oh my God, look how fast he's running. and then I turn around and it's me.
But your whole Instagram would have to just be you in a football, like,
right.
You know what I mean? Football attire,
or
you can't see your face. That's it.
I'm going to go to the pool this weekend. I'm going to have my wife film me trying to do that pool jump from inside, jumping out onto the pool deck. Have you seen those?
Yeah. What about, hey, how about this? We're starting a new redraft league, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should we make the loser do that? Like, have you seen that milk crate challenge?
Yeah, I have. I don't know where to get milk crates from. It's fucked though, isn't it?
Oh, I was arguing with Riley the other day about it. I said, I think it'd be easier to get to the top. It's getting down that would be the worst.
Yeah. And you got to be fast at it too.
Oh yeah.
You overthink it, you start shaking. Yeah, I see those guys like shaking. Like, yeah. All right.
I think you should do it, Dale.
Okay, this is not a fun game because it's a bunch of. Okay, let me just go down here.
We're still. Okay, go.
What are the chances Chris Carson loses his job?
I'll go a little bit higher. The 40%.
Okay. What are the chances James Robinson loses his job?
0.
Okay, so he's not going to lose his job. Similar to like, I don't know, Antonio Gibson, Austin Eckler. Like they're not going to lose. So like those guys that aren't going to lose their job. And I kind of want to play this game just because I want to talk about James Robinson. He's one of the guys now is not going to lose his job. Miles Sanders, we have no idea. As much as Mike Davis, we have no idea, right?
Yeah.
Myles Gaskin, we don't know. Josh Jacobs, we don't know. Darrell Henderson, he's a little banged up with his thumb injury or whatever, right? Thumb injury. So we don't know what's happening with that. So these guys, just based off volume and knowing that they have this job, and whether it's 0 or even 5 or 10% chance of losing their job, I'm taking them. There's no risk there. Besides, maybe not as good fantasy, output. But if they have the job, that's all I need is opportunity.
Agreed.
Okay. All right. That was the game I wanted to play. That's all.
Yeah.
It was a fun game.
It was really fun, man.
For those at home, if you want more games like this, make sure you download and subscribe to all our podcasts. EatSleepFantasy.com is the website. And what is every time we record, I want to. You just hit your goddamn mic again.
I did not.
I know you did. I just heard it.
I was nowhere near it. I'm not touching it.
I swear to God.
I'm not. I didn't touch it.
I am listening for it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
What were you saying?
I'm going to tell you exactly how many episodes we had. Do you know how many episodes we've done? Oh, there it is.
It's got to be close to.
This is 379.
I was going to say 390, so that's pretty close.
379. We've probably done 400 already, but I want to do something big for our 400th show. I think I want to go live for like a couple hours on a Friday night and just bullshit with everybody.
Oh, just you, hey? Yeah, just you, Dale. Yeah, it's all about
us.
Dale DeMont.
I said us. What are you talking about?
You said you. I think I'm going to go live with.
I said I want to go live with you.
No, you said I'm going to go live and just bullshit with all the fans.
Just me and the fans.
I'll just jump on. I'll just try to start conversation with you. How about that?
No, I need you.
We should do that.
Yeah, let's do it for sure. We're gonna find look. What I'm gonna do. We have 21 episodes left, so it's gonna be in a couple weeks when we do this. So it might be around week 1, maybe. Yeah, that'd be cool if we do like let's try to plan it. So we do our 400th episode like right at week 1, and we'll do it like on a Friday or Saturday night. And just go crazy, crack open some beers, have some hot dogs, oh man. But I'm trying to lose weight, so I might limit myself with the hot dogs. Yeah. I think I can eat like 10 hot dogs. They don't fill me up, Clayton.
Oh, I could crush hot dogs. I could easily.
They just don't fill me up. Like I'm not saying I'm a competitive eater, but I'm saying like after 2 hot dogs, I'm still looking for food.
Well, how are you exactly? And with the way if I eat hot dog, I could probably crush a hot dog like 2 bites. Really, they're not that big. Like they're not huge. Like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just the little, I don't know.
6 inches. That's all they are.
So, yeah.
Do you want to call your wife this episode? Do you think she's into it?
Yeah, I could give her a call to see.
Ask her if it's okay to root for James Robinson.
Okay.
Let's see what she says. Is she going to be mad or is she okay?
You probably won't be able to hear her. The kids are screaming.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
how's it going? Hello?
Hi.
Hey, I need to ask you a question here. Are you listening?
I can't hear you.
What, you mean can't hear me? Hold on. She just hung up on me. How did she not hear me? Hold on. Let me try one more.
Ask her what if we should be happy.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is it good thing to cheer for James Robinson now that Travis Etienne is injured?
Okay.
Well, is it?
Oh, we are the biggest asshole.
She just yells.
You.
She just yells from upstairs. What do you want? Love you. There.
Oh, that was perfect. Okay.
It's okay, honey. You answered it for me. Would you like to come down here and answer it? Come here for a sec.
Is she? What is she doing? Is she coming there?
I think she's coming down.
She's gonna be so mad at you.
Oh yeah, for sure she is. Hey, just come here for a sec.
Tell her we're recording. Don't just tell her like.
Okay, well we're recording. Okay, is it okay to cheer for James Robinson after Travis Etienne gets injured? Yes or no? What is it okay to cheer for James Robinson after Travis Etienne got injured? Sure. Perfect.
There you go. There you go. Tell her
Good advice.
Tell her she's on my
Dale
side.
Dale likes that. Come here. My kid's going to make an appearance. Are we almost done this episode, Dale?
Yeah, we're done. We're done. Yeah,
Okay,
we're
come
good.
here.
This is like the
Quick,
bonus
come say hi.
footage.
Come here, quick.
EatSleepFantasy.com, EatSleepFF on all social platforms. Eat Nation private group. We will be going live for the 400th episode. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Can you say hi?
Hi.
You did.
All right. Yeah, I think we should. We definitely do a 400th episode with all of our, of our
Yeah.
listeners, and
We're gonna do
maybe invite JJ on.
Oh, JJ.
I miss JJ, man.
Yeah, he does not like me though. Because one time he won big on DFS, and I told him it was luck. He hated me ever since. All right.
So, all right.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do some cool giveaways for the 400th episode. I'm just spitballing here, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. Do some giveaways and have a good fun. So, Clayton, I love you.
Don't forget to wipe the dust off of whatever you're going to be giving away, Dale. We know you've been just hoarding it all.
Look, for those of you on YouTube, you can see this fancy thing. Whoa, it almost fell.
That's sick. That's sweet.
Trophy smack ring I'm showing. Isn't that cool? It's
they got some sick
real
stuff.
I think real diamonds. Real diamonds.
Yeah.
This thing's probably $20,000. I have 6 of them.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Again, Eat
All
Sleep FF. Find Clayton Canadian Clay FF on Twitter. Eat Sleep FF on Twitter. If you want to yell at me about Travis Etienne, James Robinson, that's okay. I love all you guys. I appreciate all the listeners, all the downloads, all the love, and that's it. See you guys.
Peace.
Screaming Eat Nation, we doing what we like. Tune in every week, guaranteed we get it hype. Fantasy, football enthusiasts, I know you plan to be joining us on Eat Sleep Fantasy.